Food markets only.
Meet Susie Smart, she is so bright. On her blackboard you can write. She has a desk, she has a seat. What's your name, my dolly sweet?
My name is Susie Smart.
She can talk!
She can talk, but can she add?
2 plus 2 is 4. Cat, C-A-T.
You can spell!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
You recite!
Press the button, she says a dozen things, complete with desk, blackboard, and seat. Susie Smart, sold at food markets only.
Time.
I've been thinking about this, Mr. Hand. If I'm here and you're here, doesn't that make it our time?
Good morning, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. Good morning, Mary Kay's treasures. Welcome, welcome. This is the Monday morning version of the Deadbeat Club, where we just sit around and BS about stuff, and I got a few channel announcements to make and some pennies to sort, and I need to sort them before the bank opens, so I can get them rolled back up. So here we are. Good morning, Clammies. Hi, how are ya? Where's my thing here I'm looking for? I never can find anything, and I have not had coffee yet, because I'm a weirdo. Trying to do a show before I'm even awake. Probably more entertaining that way, actually. Oh, yeah. We've had quite a weekend. Yeah. Trying to get over here on my community tab so I can read off some of the announcements that I made on there yesterday. Key. Yeah, I got to get to the bank here in a little bit, so I want to open up a few more pennies so I can deposit them back in. We are working on what has to be the worst roll of pennies in the history of coin roll hunting. I have found 2 S pennies and 1 Wheatie. We're like almost halfway through the box. It's really been abysmal, or as my nephew called it, a Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, he's a funny kid. Anyway, let's see what we got this morning. Get a few more people in. I'll go over my announcements. Oh, where's it? I think that's 82. Let me see. I'm looking for my 82 bucket. Yep, that would be it. Oh, yeah, I got some of those I need to do, Mary. Got I got a whole great big box sitting down here at my feet of metal detecting finds. Some of them I have already done the videos on, but most of them I have not. Oh, I need my cheating sheet. I can't do pennies without a cheat sheet because I always forget what I'm supposed to be hunting for. There's the cheating sheet. What I really need is one of those fancy schmancy coin roll hunting mats, but it would have to come out of a budget that I don't have, so we won't be doing that. We'll just be doing this. Ooh, that's nasty. Yeah. So anyway, I about killed myself this weekend. Went out this weekend, but no goodies. I was gonna go Sunday, but all day Saturday, I was down at the church selling handcrafted items at the fall festival. and it was a little too much for my body, unfortunately. And so when it came time to get up yesterday, my body just said, "No, ma'am, I don't think we're going to allow you to overdo it. So we're just not going to let you get up today." So I was hurting so bad. And I had my detector sitting right there by the door. And I kept looking at it. Uh, my body just, I have to, my brain wants to do things my body is just not going to let me do. So I had to take Sunday as the proverbial day of rest. So I did not get to go detecting. So I have now moved that plan to Wednesday. And we will see what transpires then if my body decides it's gonna. Yeah, I have found things, Mary, when I was cleaning and going, I didn't know I found that. Where did this come from? When I guess when I looked at it out in the field, it didn't look like what it really was. I found a foreign coin one time, and I thought it was just a regular quarter. I didn't realize, and it was really nasty. You know, people get on you all the time about cleaning things, but had I not cleaned that coin, I wouldn't have known what it was. And I think it was from Panama, 82. And I was really surprised. Hand painted onesies for JP's lawn. All they did for your grandson. Oh, how cool. I used to do some hand painted shirts back in the 80s. I haven't done any for a long time, but hand painted onesies, I think those would be absolutely adorable. That's a really, really good idea. So, so anyway, I know I'm probably not going to get too many people on in the morning. I used to have a show that came on at 7 a.m. every day called That Was the News, and I think I'm going to start doing it again, but probably not at 8. Um, I have access to a lot of 68 copper. I have access to a lot of old newspapers because I do family tree genealogical research for people. That was my job for many years. And so while I was in there one day, I started looking up all these things about releases of coins and currency and counterfeiting and early metal detecting stories. And every morning, we would read the old news about those things. And some of it was pretty interesting. Try to pinpoint the locations so people could go back now and see if what they had been hunting in the article had ever been found, or if with the new technology more things could be found. We had done one about an uh, accident where a truck had flipped over and dumped thousands and thousands and thousands of pennies. They were transporting pennies for one of the banking firms, but this was back in the 60s. And So I know a couple people did go back out there and see if they could find any. And I don't know if they actually found the exact location or not, but that was an interesting show, and I'm thinking about doing that again because I think a lot of people don't really know the history of things. Oops, I just threw a zinc in the copper hopper. Oh, well, won't be the first time. I always find things in there when I'm rolling them up. Uh, so anyway, I worked at the festival, and it was a lot colder than it was supposed to be in Dum Dum here. Uh, all I had on was a long sleeve um, scrubs top, and ooh, it was a little bit chilly out there. And we had a lot of wind blowing. No clothes there. And it started out pretty slow, and the fee was whatever you wanted to pay. And normally I would have done a 10%, but I did a little more than that. Anyway, by the time I got to the end, I, after taking off what I spent for food and other things out there, interestingly enough, I had taken in my net was $96. That was after I made my donation and paid for my food, and I bought one thing off the uh, yard sale table, which was a tablecloth that I'm going to be using at the Christmas festival that I paid $2 for. So, but I thought it was kind of funny. I ended up making $96. Yeah, I love the old newspaper art, advertisements. Now, I have printed some off from some of these papers that are from like the early 1900s or the late 1800s. Uh, I've got a couple of them framed and hanging in my bathroom because one of them was from an Iowa newspaper, and it was for Grimm's drugstore in Muscatine, Iowa, which was owned by one of my mom's cousins. And I also have some little Grimm's drugstore bottle labels. They used to bottle their own medicines, and I was able to find somebody was selling on eBay a little pack of like 4 or 5 of the unused labels. So I framed that stuff up, and when I printed it out, I got some of that old hacking. Back to work, clam bake. I got some of that old newsprint kind of paper, and that's what I printed it on. So it looks pretty good. It looks like it's the real deal, but it's not. It was just something to do, try to make it look a little bit better. Oh, where am I? 89, nothing there. See, this roll so far, I have found nothing really, and I probably won't. These have been terrible, but I want to get them done. I want to take them back to the bank, hopefully get a better batch. When I go today, I'm going to get something different. I'm not going to get pennies because I still have half of this box to go. And there's a copper. It won't matter if there's nobody in here. I can still do what I need to do, but I'm glad you're hanging out, Mary. Like I said, I just got to get these checked. I have paint on my fingernails. That's normal for a crafting person. Nada. When I finish the scroll, I'm gonna start reading off all the announcements. I'll probably have to do it again later, but more crochet I'm in there. Yeah, I wonder how fast this thing would light up if I said, "Oh, by the way, I'm giving something away." It's funny how quickly stuff can spread on eBay, or I mean, on YouTube, on eBay too. There's a lot of poop that spreads over there. But yeah, it's funny. The other day I said something about doing a giveaway, and all of a sudden there was like 25 people in here. So somebody must have sent out a mass email going, "Hey, hey, she's giving something away. Get over there quick." Oh well. Mm, Back going. I gotta get a new chair someday, but I'm waiting until after I go to Michigan for that little adventure. I don't want to buy any furniture. I'm trying to get rid of furniture. Supposed to be having a yard sale this weekend if the weather is not too awful. Excuse me. Been trying to have it for a month, but we had to postpone it once because we got the tail end of Ian came through, and so I had to cancel the yard sale. And it also postponed our fall festival, so then I had to postpone the yard sale again because the fall festival got put on that day. So finally got the festival done. Lost or put in a chat. Yeah, I'm only going to stay on a little bit longer because the bank opens at 9, and I just wanted to try and get a few more of these pennies done. And thanks for coming in. Yeah, I've lost that too. I don't know how. Sometimes I do that. Ah, there's my buddy David. Good morning. Good morning. We're just weeding through some pennies here. Before I go to the bank, I'm going to try and get a few more of them rolled up. This is worst penny box in the history of the universe right here. I am never ever going to take a box of pennies like this again. What this was it was half. It wasn't a actual sealed box. It was half bankroll. Well, a third bankroll, I guess, and the rest were customer rolls. And I haven't found diddly doo dah in these rolls. Absolutely worst penny box I have ever tried to find anything. Oh, what a bunch of crapola. Whew, terrible. But I gotta check it. I found one Wheatie so far. One. And I'm like halfway through the box. Oh man. It's been slow. I did find a couple of S pennies. The bank rolls are almost entirely 2020s and 2021s, with maybe two or three uh, other pennies that got in there somehow. I haven't even really been looking at the zinc ones because there's just too many of them. And the chances of any of them actually being worth anything are pretty slim. So my time is just more valuable than anything that is going to turn up on those. I'll give them a cursory glance. The only thing I can say about them is that they appear to be pretty much uncirculated, but I'm just not going to waste my time on them unless somebody needs one for an album or something. I'm just going to send them back to the bank. I think there's like maybe 5 pennies in this roll that are not 2021s. And it's funny, I wonder how they got in there. That's kind of strange. But ooh, my tub's about to overflow here. There's 82. We got a special place for those. We'll be looking at that later. 79 in the copper hopper. 89 in the can, man. And 88 in the can. All right. Do another one of these bank rolls. Yeah, I guess I'll hold off on making my channel announcements. I knew it was not a good idea to come on at this time because everyone goes over to that other channel that comes on every morning. But my microscope works so much better when I'm running it through StreamYard. So, and this way I do have a record if I find something groovy. So I just keep a record this way, whether anybody shows up or not. I put a couple of shorts up yesterday. It was suggested that I should do that. And for the first time, I got thumbs down on my shorts. One of them's my poor little kitty cat. I'm like, why would anybody want to give M3 a thumbs down? That's mean, isn't it, Emmett? Yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of new people on my channel, and I guess they only want a specific kind of content, and they did not like the kitty, and they did not like my Halloween decoration. I don't know about that. There's copper. Yeah, M3's mad. He's pouting because he got thumbs down. He's like, Mommy, I was just taking a bath. Why was them people mean to me? Kitty. But we will continue to post M3 shorts because they were requested by some of the viewers. Some copper for the hopper. And later on, I will be announcing a new contest that we're going to have for a giveaway. I pre-announced it in the community section of the channel, but I will be making some announcements later. I was going to do them in this show, but there's not enough traffic in here. I don't think people would see them. So I'll make a special video for them. And there's going to be some fun stuff. I'm going to have to be doing some things a little bit differently due to my medical treatment, but it'll be good. Everybody going to benefit. All these 2021s, I hate them everywhere. I'm 19er. Dirty Money. Did a video on singing Coca-Cola bottle. I was a singer and I got 1,500 views within an hour's time on a short. Yeah, it's funny. The one that got the thumbs down, I got over 1,000 views on M3 taking a bath in less than 24 hours. I posted it last night, so I must say 12 hours. It got a lot of views. I had never gotten thumbs down on a short before, so I was a little, huh? But yeah, I got a lot of views. I don't know. They must present the shorts in a different manner so that more non-channel subscribers see them. Yeah, I got a lot of views on that. And we are now, we have reached 900 friendly folks who have clicked that subby button. So we're almost to our 1K. And I need views, but I don't think the shorts count on the views. But maybe people will see something they like. I've got some detecting pieces where I went out and I was filming, but the the hunt wasn't really good enough to make a whole video from. So I'm gonna go back through them and see if there's any little short pieces in there of some, like, I know there's at least one where I found a ring, but I didn't really find anything else on that hunt. And my camera quit working, so maybe I can just salvage the clip with the ring because it was pretty good. I didn't realize it was a ring, so I'm gonna try to salvage some of that footage. Start over. I still got quite a few um, detecting, quite a lot of detecting footage that I need to go through, see if there's anything in there, and I can, like I said, at least put some shorts out of it. Cannot find anything in this Lord's thing. It stinks. There's been a lot of copper though. If I was keeping copper, ooh, look at that 64. That's pretty. That's a pretty one. We're gonna set that aside. Yeah, I've got that same issue, Mary. I've been getting storage is full, and yeah, I've had a lot of that happen lately where I'll be out there. Oh, thank you, Louie. How you doing this morning, honey? Thanks for popping in. Um, yeah, I've got to figure out something I can take off my phone. I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm having that same issue, Mary. It is full. I do not use my phone for my videos. I was gifted way back an old GoPro. It's like a GoPro Hero 3. I think you're on like 15 or something now, but it serves my purpose. All right, Mary. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I'm not going to be here too much longer. I'm going to finish these last rolls here. I pulled 4 out to do, and I am on number 3 of the 4. And other than that bright, shiny 1964 penny, I really haven't found anything because it's just the demon box. But I want to take some of them back when I go to the bank here. When I try to get a few more done, I am not going to get pennies. I'm going to get some other coins while I'm there. But I'm not going to get any pennies today. They have not been nice. I've never had a box of pennies where I didn't even want to open them and search. And this is that box. I don't even want to look at them because there just really hasn't been anything of any excitement 1 week out of the whole box. Just terrible. 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 I didn't get skunked because I did get the 1 week. But boy, you can't get much closer than getting skunked. Oh, no, I don't see any DDO signs. Oh, I have tub is about to overflow. Let me see. Copper. And those are junk. My catch can's overflowing. I haven't got any of it. Oh, there we go. Whoa, that's heavy. Switch that out. New one for the last roll that I'm gonna do right now. And then I gotta get ready to go run errands. We gotta go to the car wash, wash the crud off my car, and get some car wash orders for later. We did get a new state quarters book, so we can start filling a new one up to give away. 82 copper. So we will be starting a new book. Well, I think we started a new book. Yeah, we did. And then I got another one. So we've actually got 2 of those to fill now. So that'll be good. Those are gifties. That's some gifties. Ooh, that's pretty mangalated. 82. Train and going. Coppers. Look for the easy. All right. Like anything on there. Yeah. Yeah. in the copper hopper. Oh well, it escaped. It escaped. Oh, yeah. Open, open. Not even gonna mess with them. Almost did it again. Almost done it again. Almost finished. Yeah, we're less than 100 from getting our 1K. Pretty exciting for me. I really have had to fight back from when they took half my view hours, which we still got to build up, and almost 300 people they took away from me while I was sick. I struggled mightily to get them all back, and so we are less, I think we're less than 10 away from hitting 1K. And when I hit 1K, I will be giving some silver away. So that'll be fun. Only the required number of earlobes. Uh, 64D. Oh, I shouldn't be sitting like that. That's hard on the upper eyes. Somebody just came in, but they're real quiet. And unfortunately, I didn't get enough people in here to play any games today. Everybody can come back later at 6 o'clock for the Lodo show, and we'll do it then. Got lots of stuff going on then. If I can get them, we're even going to search some half dollars. I don't do that very often, but I'm going to try and snag some down to the bank and some other stuff. Tell everybody about our new stuff. Do some different things. Somebody told me I was boring, and I started laughing because one of the channels I watch is called the Boring Channel, and he's not boring at all. But yeah, what the heck? I do the best I can for an old lady. I'm thinking about actually going back on camera tonight. That should scare the heck out of everybody for Halloween. Woohoo! Yeah, yep. Ah, we got 5 more minutes. really find much of anything. Check those ears. Nothing happened. And last but not least, the 17p. The only penny with a P mint mark. Alrighty, well, we went through 4 rolls. Now it's time for me to go get ready and roll a few of these up before I go. So we'll see everybody back here at 6 o'clock tonight for the Lodo Coin Collector show. I got a lot of stuff to squeeze in tonight's show. It may turn into a marathon. We shall see how I feel when it rolls around. So thank you everybody for stopping in this morning. This is where you don't have to be perfect or think you're the best or the better or the butter, or we just hang out and do our stuff. Oh my goodness. So I'll be back. Thanks, Louie. See ya.